Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I had to post this on the weekend because, I try to give a range between Wednesday through the weekend because honestly, sometimes the work week gets to me or Prime decides they don't want to post a video right away, which they did in this situation. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Let's just get right into this recap. We start this episode with Claire, and she's disillusioned and confused about the fact that she woke up in the apartment knowing that Cameron and her are not together. And it feels strange, but it's something that they both knew was coming. And she didn't know it would feel this way. Why are you still in the apartment if you guys have split? And why do we have to keep seeing people once you guys have decided way before decision day that it's over? Why don't we focus the time that you have left in this damn show on the people who are actually trying to make it work? I will never understand how much this show has changed. Emily says that Brennan just got up, went to work or whatever, left and didn't say anything. She texted him and he was basically upset about how he claimed that she was acting, quote, crazy last night. Really, Brennan? Emily says that, Brennan put up a wall, basically finding a reason for it not to work. The last few weeks of this experiment have been very, very hard for her in different ways. And she says it's because Brennan doesn't understand. When she tries to talk to him about the situation, he just basically acts dense and dumb. I don't think he's acting dumb, honestly. Emily says that she cannot remain with somebody who is not giving her the effort that she deserves. And if that's the case, Emily, why won't you just leave? I mean, you won't be the first. This is the first season that I've seen 2 or 3 couples. How many couples has already given up? I lost count. But it's crazy how it's already been 2 couples that have decided to call it quits and the experiment isn't hardly up, okay? This season was something else. I'll give you my opinion about the entire season once we're done with the season. But yeah, this was just a season I will not be rewatching. I mean, there are seasons that I will rewatch and this is definitely not one. Emily says that she hates how Brennan makes her feel, and she hates the way he talks to her sometimes. And now we're here with Becca and Austin. Becca is doing her children's photography. I don't know how you say it. I'm not trying to be rude. I just don't know what it's called. She's just doing her family portraits and stuff, showing Austin what it's like. And Austin, you're a photographer now? I thought you were supposed to be observing. Alrighty then, that was the entire scene. So now we have Dr. Pia on the phone with Claire. A lot of you don't like Dr. Pia. You can't figure out why. She hasn't necessarily come off problematic, but maybe I'm missing something. Put it in the comment section, okay? Anyway, so Claire is over here crying because she says that Cameron is not doing so well. He has health concerns. Dr. Pia is respecting his privacy in regards to his health, okay? Claire's feeling guilty and she's over here crying. Claire, aren't you a therapist? I understand that we're human beings and sometimes we can't necessarily control our feelings, but there has to be a part of you that's rational, as a therapist. I've never been a therapist. I'm not trying to act like I'm an expert. I'm just saying, why would you be blaming yourself knowing that you're a therapist, knowing that you're not the cause for his mother freaking illness? I guess that sometimes, our human minds do things that we don't quite understand. And that's where I'm going to cut her some slack. But I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be unsympathetic. You guys know I'm very sympathetic and I have a lot of empathy with people. But I just couldn't understand why the hell she was feeling guilty. Guilty for what? What were you feeling guilty about? That you guys were just incompatible? You just didn't go? That Cameron was a rude a-hole? Because a lot of the time he was a rude a-hole. Let's just be real here. Anyway, Dr. Pia reassures Claire that it was not her fault what happened with him. And, basically Claire is like, they're separated. So she really doesn't know what role Cameron wants her to play in this whole situation. All right. And she's saying how she has a lot of support and she feels bad that Cameron doesn't have a lot of support. But you guys are separated. I know that's hard to, fathom, but this man has to live on his own. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to act heartless, but when I got a divorce, I wasn't over here thinking about what support he had or whatever. I was just thinking about myself because you got to put yourself first. I'm really sorry. You're crying over here saying you feel guilty. Girl, just, work on yourself, and let Cameron deal with himself. He's a grown man, you're a grown woman. I'm sure he'll be okay. Cameron says that he's developed a health condition where he's going to need surgery in the next couple of weeks, and the condition is with his heart. And he's saying that his heart rate is over 100. It's bad, so he really isn't doing anything. He isn't meeting with friends. He isn't meeting with the experts. And, Cameron, I thought you were an a-hole already. But you had the nerve to say maybe the situation with Claire accelerated it, or maybe you're a hypochondriac, okay? Or maybe your heart just did what it wanted to do. Or maybe you have something in your family. Maybe you have heart conditions in your family. How dare you put this on Claire? How dare you when she feels guilty already? This man gets on my damn nerves. So Emily has invited her friend Lily over, and she's going to talk about the situation with Brennan. Now, in the kitchen, Emily's saying that Brennan told her, like, why do you have to talk to Lily? And there we go with that controlling stuff again. Emily says that her response was, you don't understand how difficult this whole thing is. Emily tells Lily at the 1-month anniversary dinner she lost her cool. And she says that she doesn't deserve these lack of responses from Brennan, and then him looking miserable when other couples are getting divorced. And they're talking more than they are. Okay? Emily tells Lily that all Brennan says is we're taking it day by day. We're taking it day by day. And we're having fun. Big fun. I bet you guys know where that's from. Anyway, so Lily asks Emily if she thinks Brennan is not showing enough effort. And Emily says that he isn't. And it's embarrassing. It's getting to the point where she feels stupid. And if you're feeling stupid, then leave. But you know what, guys? I really believe that everything has a monetary value on these reality shows. And maybe, just maybe, a lot of the reason why these people stick it out is because they get a big monetary reward. Because that is the only reason I can think of that you would stay in an abusive relationship, because this is abusive. Like, not talking when you're dealing with someone who's communicative and shutting down is really emotionally abusive. I don't care what anyone says. I really believe that this cannot be healthy for her. All of these women on this show are going to need counseling after this freaking season. I promise. All right. Anyway, Emily goes on to tell Lily that this fool couldn't even tell when she was upset. Emily says, are you effing kidding me? Like, you can't tell. Everybody else can tell when I'm smiling and when I'm not. Brennan has come up with the dumbest solution I have ever seen on Married at First Sight, and I've seen every single season. And this is the solution that Brennan came up with.
I was at my breaking point last night, and still am. But I think meeting in the middle of resetting and just focusing on being friends and taking all the pressure off. The pressure of the marriage and all of that is something I'm just not comfortable with anymore.
You want a reset, Brennan, to start off as friends? You don't even want to be friends with Emily. She's not even somebody you would ever be friends with, because you think you're just so high in the sky. You're high in the sky, right, with that air balloon head. With that empty air balloon head. You're right. He wants to restart when he never started. Lord have mercy. I wouldn't have agreed to this. I would have been like, you know what, we're done. And I would stay in that damn bedroom until decision day or whatever the hell. Because it appears to me that even when folks say they don't want to be together anymore, they still have to live in the same place, or they still have to appear on the show. This would be a deal breaker for me. Why, Emily? Why are you agreeing to this? What is it about this man that has you hooked? Did y'all have sex? Because you know what I noticed? A lot of the time, these people act like they never had sex on this show, and they have. They just never told us. And we've seen this in other seasons where they were like, oh, we had sex, we just didn't tell you guys. So is it sex? Because sometimes sex forms a fake connection where you think you feel something when you really don't. All you feeling is, I ain't gonna say it. But what the hell? You want to be friends. You signed up for Married at First Sight for a friend. You could have got on Bumble and did that. You could have got on any of these dating apps and did that. So Emily says that this is very much on Brennan's terms, and it is on his terms because this is what you're allowing. Stop allowing people to determine and dictate what goes on in the both of y'all's lives. Lily asks, why are you trying so hard when he's not giving the same effort? And Emily says she doesn't believe that he doesn't care. Emily, when a man shows you that he doesn't care, he really truly does not care. I don't know what's not to believe. If you don't believe someone's actions, what are you going to believe? Their words? Nothing he has said with his words, nothing he has done with his actions has said that he's interested in you in the least bit. I mean, he was more interested in a horse last weekend, remember? Lily admonishes Emily to use this time to take a step back, this reset time, to take a step back, because it's the hardest thing to do in a relationship, and to basically focus on how she can be better. She's perfect. I mean, nobody's perfect, but in this situation with this marriage, she's been doing everything she's supposed to be doing. I'm not sure what she's supposed to be focused on. She needs to be focused on leaving. That's what she needs to be focused on, if you ask me. Emily says things need to change because she can't keep doing this. I hope not, because I'm tired of watching it. Okay, I'm actually looking forward to decision day, to be quite honest, because I know how it's going to end for all of you. Okay, so now we're here and we've met Michael's fiance. Michael, as you know, he's agreed to be matched up again. And experts, I need you all to be fired. All of you. You chose this woman here? I am really sorry, Chloe. I'm really sorry. No disrespect to anyone. I'm older myself, but you don't look 39. You look like you're in your 40s, like us. Okay? So this, I'm 39, I don't believe you. That's number one. Number two, do you experts ever want Michael to have his own children? I'm not saying that women in their 40s can't have babies, but it's a fact that it's harder. Let's be real here. So you chose a woman who's knocking on 40's door. You chose a woman. Who is singing? I'm so sorry. One day I will be on camera again. But anyway, you chose a woman who was knocking on 40's door. And you think that Michael's never going to want to have his own children? You think he's going to want to do IVF with all his kids? Anyway, yes, I understand you can have infertility at any age. I dealt with infertility, folks. And I was young. I was in my late 20s. So yeah, I've had experience with infertility. What I'm saying, it's harder in your 40s. Yeah, experts, I don't trust you anymore. I don't trust you. I don't trust any of you. Not even Pastor Cal. I don't trust you either. I don't trust any of y'all no more. You know what y'all need to do? If y'all use this idea, I want my damn credit. But y'all need to have it so that the audience chooses the couples, because we definitely probably would have put Michael with Lauren or someone else. So yeah, she's here with her friends, and I'm really sorry, y'all. There's just too many friends to get their names, okay? You just got to go back to the show if you want to know their names. I'm really sorry. But I have a lot of opinions about Chloe, and I'm really sorry if you don't agree, and it's okay if you don't agree. Put in the comment section why you don't agree, and then we'll have a discussion. She doesn't appear to be quirky to me. I expected them to choose somebody who was quirky like him. You know, she seems way too conservative, and I don't like this matchup whatsoever at all. Okay, on a scale from 1 to 10, I give it a -0. Okay, I don't like it. And she doesn't even seem like she's that type of fun, non-judgmental person. Anyway, we'll get into who she is and what she does in a few minutes. This whole segment really is making me mad, because now I really believe that you experts are really sabotaging people's lives. You're messing with people's lives for the point of entertainment for the public, and it doesn't make any sense. Chloe's here talking about what she wants in a man now compared to what she wanted back then. She's telling her friends that she's about to be married at first sight, okay? And she says that she's using the same script everybody else used. I've always envisioned myself a kind of person that would do things unconventionally, blah, blah, blah. They all say the same damn thing, all right? I'm so tired, okay? I'm tired of this season. And I don't know if I'm going to be recapping next season. I'm telling y'all right now. If you like my video, let me know. But I don't know if I'm going to be recapping season 18, which we know they will have a season 18. I don't know if I'm going to recap this, because this was a very disappointing season, and I am over it already. Are these even your real friends, or are they actors? Anyway. Are you an actor? Anyway, I'm skeptical about everything now on this damn show. And so orchestrated. Dr. Pepper just happens to be coming up the steps in the same exact restaurant, knows exactly where these people are damn well sitting, to come and announce that she has been found a freaking husband. You know what? I'm over these scenes. Okay. Let's find out about Chloe, even though I don't really want to know about her. I really don't like her. I'm really sorry. And another thing, how is this supposed to work when everybody's about to go through decision day in a couple weeks and these people are just getting married? Are you guys going to carry this over into the next season? You know what? That's what y'all should have did. I don't know what she means by she's a bleeding heart. I don't know what the hell that means. I'm literally in my 40s. I don't know what that means. Okay. She's a senior director of development in the nonprofit sector. That's her job. and she loves animals, okay? She claims that she's a former perfectionist, which to me looks like she's a current perfectionist, but that's just my opinion because I don't like her. Sorry, I'm really sorry. But she claims that she's more ready for marriage than she's ever been. Becca and Austin, they got a fish together. And that was the entire scene. Claire's here with her friend Kobe. She lets her know that her and Cameron have split and she's now hit with this reality. They needed time apart, and they needed time apart because they were getting too into their heads. And on top of that, now he's having health concerns. So they're pretty much distant. So Claire, why are you lamenting over this guy? I don't understand where's all this emotion coming from? Because when you guys were together, you guys were just dry as some cornflakes without the milk. I don't understand where all this emotion's coming from. And it's coming off, to me, it's coming off so fake and so phony because now you just care so much. And it's like, if you cared so much, why you didn't try to save the marriage? Anyway, Kobe's response to all this lamenting that she's doing is that, it didn't go as planned, but it could have been worse. All right, could have been worse. It actually definitely could have been worse. So now Brennan and Emily meet up with Dr. Pepper, and Dr. Pepper's just trying to get an understanding for what the hell he means by reset this to a friendship. And she says, is it that close friendship, like, with some close friends, or is it that like, hi, hello, goodbye, how you doing, and that's it type of situation? And you already know Brennan's response. We're just figuring it out. Emily, why did you agree with Brennan about the reset when you really don't agree? I know you don't agree. So why are you sitting here in front of Dr. Pepper saying that you agree? And Dr. Pepper, why didn't you put them to the fire? I don't know how the hell to say it right, but why didn't you hold Brennan to the fire, rather, about this reset thing? Y'all didn't pair people up to be friends. You paired people up to be in a marriage. If this was Pastor Cal sitting here, it would have probably been a little different story. But why did you not question that more? Why didn't you let them know, listen, this is not what it's about? I guess it's because she figures, well, they're adults. We can't force them into anything. So force them off the show. No offense, Emily. If y'all don't want to be together, which he doesn't want to be with you, let it go. Both of you be off the show. Let us focus on, unfortunately, Chloe and Michael's upcoming nuptials. And let's stop dragging this out because it's very painful to have to deal with this crap. Okay, it's painful for me to talk about. It's painful for me not to want to punch my freaking computer screen every single freaking time I see Brennan, because he's annoying. All right. Emily's just going along to get along. And girl, that's not going to get you very far. If you disagree, you should have said something. You should speak up. And Brennan's explanation is just, basically start from scratch, not putting any pressure. You signed up again. You signed up for married at first sight. You didn't sign up for friendship at first sight, fool. So Dr. Pepper asks Brennan, name me 5 things that you like about Emily. And this fool could only come up with 3. And then when Emily's turn came up, she listed all these complimentary lies about him. Because he's not understanding. He's not kind. He's not loyal. I don't know where you got all that from, Emily. Stop trying to please him and make him look good. I don't know what Brennan is doing behind closed doors, Emily. Is he hurting you? Is he beating you? Because I don't understand why you're lying. But this fool couldn't even come up with 5 things about you that were good. And you coming up with 10. Girl, just stop. Cut your losses. And more lies when Brennan says we have a strong emotional connection. I thought you said you didn't have any feelings. I didn't forget 2 episodes ago. Or I think it was 2 episodes ago, when you claimed you have 0 feelings. And now you're trying to say that you both have a strong emotional connection. You know what? Get this man off my screen. And y'all making us start all over again with the freaking wedding preparations in the middle of the season. I'm over it. Okay. Chloe and her friends are going to get a wedding dress. Okay. I like the pink one. Anyway. So now Austin and Becca are here meeting with Austin's parents, and they literally talked about nothing that would make any difference in this recap. Like, they didn't talk about anything important, really. That's all that happened in the scene. Brennan claims that he's not giving up hope in the marriage, even though he needs time for himself. You need time for yourself? Then go the hell home and let us stop watching you every scene, not talking. Anyway, it was suggested by Dr. Pepper that they get like a big bowl of questions to answer. So they're going to get in the hot tub and Brennan's not going to answer anything. I mean, you can kind of figure that out, right? He skips almost every single question. And any question that he does answer, he's completely vague with it. I hate that Emily shares all her personal stuff. And then when it comes to Brennan, he can't say jack diddly squat. I just wish that she would stop giving him so much personal information, because if he's closed off, I feel like she should be a bit more closed off too, because you're giving him all your freaking glory and he's giving you nothing but freaking sorrow and pain. I don't understand it. So then, Brennan talks about his parents, but again, he's completely vague. He doesn't say what the issue is. I guess maybe he doesn't want to embarrass his parents on TV. Okay, I understand that part. But he just really just keeps it so vague and so private. You could have kept that information to your freaking self. So Emily's over his vagueness. She's like, she just wanted to say, okay. Like, okay, what else you got? Basically, she's over it. She's so freaking over it. So if you're over it, be over it. A question that comes up was, give an example, like on a time when you gave up on someone or something, and Brennan just did not want to answer it. And then he's like, let's pass on this. And then he curses and he says like F. I guess that's what he said, F or whatever. And you know what, Brennan, you on the wrong show. I don't know what the experts saw in you. I really don't. I don't know what the experts saw in this fool, but I'm so embarrassed that I thought he was attractive at first, like, because he's just so fugly to me now with his stank attitude. So now he has to take another question, and he's definitely not wanting to do that.
One thing I haven't told you, which would give you much more insight into who I am.
And he's not answering this, y'all. And it's a good question.
Let me come back to that one.
Yep, let's come back to that one. You know what, Brennan? You're annoying. And then he picks up another question. Doesn't want to do that one either. He's just, every single question in here, he doesn't want to answer.
Why is it so hard?
Why is it so hard?
Because he's empty-headed. That's why it's so hard. Brennan says that it's so hard because he's taking a lot of thought. Brennan says that this is hard because it's taking a lot of thought. Thoughts are only hard when you have nothing in your head. So I did not see this the first 2 times that I watched this because I guess I wasn't paying close attention. But I want you to watch what Brennan does, because after Emily says, look at what Brennan starts to do with his hands.
It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard, but this is hard. This is what this is.
And then Brennan says, I don't want any bad things to be shown on camera, is what he says. Brennan, you're abusive and I don't like you. So Emily goes again, pours out her freaking heart, and all he has to say is same, freaking jerk. Anyway, Brennan says he's getting tapped out. He's about to lose consciousness in this hot tub. Emily says, you were in here 2 hours the other night. You'll survive. And then Brennan says, do you want me to faint? Do you want a real answer? Because it's going to be just as much noise coming from your mouth fainted as it will be when you're fully conscious. Emily says, oh my God, you're fine. Suck it up. And then Brennan says, can you not? Brennan, can you suck it up and stop acting like a big baby? You just don't want to answer these questions anymore. That's what the real problem is. Emily actually goes on to the next question. What have you fought the hardest for? And Brennan decides to talk about doing push-ups in the sauna. Would you go do some push-ups? And I won't even say the rest because then everybody's going to say I'm mean. Emily says, I've never tried to do push-ups in a sauna. And Brennan says, you know why you can't? And then Emily says, because you'll faint. Aw. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm really enjoying this sarcasm now. This is deserved sarcasm, unlike Cameron, what he was doing. And Emily says, thanks for that analogy, but we'll be okay. And then Brennan's like, you don't have to act like that. And Brennan, you don't have to be like you are all the time. But here we are. Emily says, you're the one that's making this happen because you don't understand when you act like that, you're making me feel like crap. Emily's really a trooper because I would have been done this damn, quote, game. I would have been over this game and I would have went in the house and went into the room. I don't know why she's still reading off questions here. So it appears to me, because I rewound it twice, that Emily went twice again and he skipped over something. Okay. But then Emily's like, should we get out of here before you keel over and die? And Brennan's like, keel over and die? Like nobody's ever challenged Brennan. Is Brennan a single kid? He don't have no brothers and sisters? Wait, I don't think they're called single kids. But you know what I'm talking about. Is he a single child? Like, is he an only child? Because I have a feeling that nobody's ever like stood up to his ass. They kind of catered to him when he was growing up. That's what it appears like to me. And Brennan's like, you know, you're comparing being in a hot tub to keeling over and dying. And Emily's like, well, I'm being dramatic because you're being dramatic. And that's exactly how you go about that. But in the long run, this is really not going to be, this seems to me like it's going to be a tit for tat situation, and tit for tat. And that's not really going to work for the longevity of the relationship. I'm just saying. Brennan says he wasn't expecting to feel so crappy. I'm assuming that's the word he used. And he can't believe it. Emily told him to suck it up. Grow up, Brennan, you freaking big baby. He says that obviously he wants Emily to be supportive, caring, and nice, but she wasn't. You mean the way you've been supportive, caring, and nice this entire time when you've been treating her like crap? Brennan, shut the hell up. Okay, so Emily finally opens her mother freaking mouth again. Okay, she opened her mouth last weekend, and she's like, you know, every time we get in front of the cameras and stuff and we're trying to do stuff, now it's a problem. Brennan says that this is not just sitting in the hot tub. This is straight up heavy freaking thinking and burning calories. If you burn calories with your thoughts, you should be skinny as olive oil. Those of you who don't know, if you don't know who olive oil is, I know you're not Generation X. So go look it up. Okay, but Brennan, you're making me laugh during this last couple of minutes, and I'm ready to turn this off. Really, I'm ready to finish this recap and edit it, but I can't because I have to finish doing this for y'all. So Emily says that it's basically that vicious cycle of Brennan caring so much how he appears on television. But Brennan, guess what? You wanted to come off looking so good on television, and now you look like the biggest villain of season 17, next to Orion, that is. You both look like villains, but you look like more of a villain because at least he cut it off and he divorced. He didn't carry on the relationship. You're sitting here dragging Emily along, and honestly, Emily is freaking tired of it. Brendan has the nerve to say that he doesn't need her to agree with him. He needs her to support him and have his back. And Emily says, you need to have my back, and having my back, as you can read on the screen. I don't need to say the rest. It's not acting like a buffoon, okay? Emily says she doesn't think that a marriage can go on with Brennan answering questions the way that he does and being so concerned about the cameras and not focusing on her. She says she doesn't know what the F is going to get through to him at this rate. Exactly nothing. So then cut your losses and be on your way. Because I already know what the answer is going to be on decision day. I don't even know why y'all sticking it out. Aside from money, probably. I don't know why you're still there. Anyway, guys, that is the end of my recap. I will be back with you guys next week. I hope that Prime posts this damn video up at least Thursday morning so I can write my mother freaking notes. I post videos Wednesday through the weekend. I'm going to try to have that first real world episode up this week. I hate when I keep announcing stuff and I don't do it. So yeah, I gotta work on that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.